Welcome, everybody, to the Onward VR Master League. My name is NightFiree with 2 E's. I'm joined with my co-caster, Wookie, with just 1. How are you today, Wookie?
I'm doing great, NightFiree. How are you doing tonight on Friday?
I couldn't be more excited for the matchup we have on our hands today. A top-tier, top-of-the-line battle between SMC Tactical and SEAL Team Bravo, a new team that's been climbing the ladder.
Yeah, no, SEAL Team Bravo is, like I was telling you before the match started, it's just, they're scary. They're so scary I can't even talk straight. They are currently sitting undefeated, and they have played some amazing teams. So I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, we were looking at their match history just to kind of dive into this SEAL Team Bravo squad. They have gone up against Water and beaten Water, and Water just beat Animal House. So that kind of gives you a frame of mind on where this team sits skill level wise. They also beat Mayhem.
They beat Mayhem, and we weren't playing all that great that day, but I will say that I'm really looking forward to this because SMC are fresh off a loss against Danglers, so I think SMC are going into this bloodthirsty.
Yeah, they've had speaking of SMC, they've had a bit of a swing here and there throughout their start of the season, kicking it off against some pretty tough opponents, losing to Global Chem, then losing close to Animal House, getting 2 wins, one against G-Men, who's been looking very good this season, and then losing to Danglers. A little bit of inconsistency, honestly, in that SMC team, it feels like.
Yeah, I wonder, Danglers are, if you're going to lose against a team as SMC, I'm not surprised that it was Danglers. They always somehow pull off some insane shenanigans that nets them a win in some way. But I think that this will be maybe a come to Jesus moment for SEAL Team Bravo. Maybe they will actually lose this time for once.
Yeah, I think we're still waiting on the lobby to get up and running, and then we should be hopping in. But it does give us time to take a little look at pick bands. Coming in from SMC, we have the Downfall ban, and coming in from STB, SEAL Team Bravo, we have the Cargo ban. What do you think of those?
Those are some of the most predictable bans. They're both the most played maps for each team. Downfall is SMC's most played map, and SEAL Team Bravo's most played map is Downfall, and Cargo is SMC's most played map. Man, there's too many acronyms here that all start with S.
Yeah, no kidding. We'll have to keep on our toes. It does look like map 1 might be Subway. We're still waiting on the confirmation there precisely with this lobby, but yeah, should be a pretty interesting battle, especially kicking it off on Subway. I just don't know where this one's gonna end up heading.
Yeah.
With the inconsistency from SMC, maybe they're gonna be on today, maybe they won't, and then you have SEAL Team Bravo undefeated. It's gonna let's go to the audience, Wookie, and see what they say about this matchup.
I'm curious to think who's going to win. I mean, when I look at the Onward page, 15 people are favoring SEAL Team Bravo to come out on top. Meanwhile, 31, including myself, are expecting SMC to be that brick wall on SEAL Team Bravo's win streak. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. SEAL Team Bravo did ban the only map that they've ever lost on, which was Cargo. So they have a 100% win rate on every other map they've ever played, Downfall being the most. So again, I'm not too surprised that SMC banned that, but I think this will be a really fascinating matchup.
And if you would just bear with us, some tech difficulties from one of our own. You would think Trip would understand how the process works.
I know.
At this point. But if you want to blame this delay in start time, blame it on him.
The triple nipple.
Yeah.
Indeed. But man, this is one of those matchups that has me just as excited to watch as like one of the water matches.
Yeah, right. This
Because
is
like
big. The big moment for
water,
SMC.
absolutely. Like water have been climbing the ranks, and SEAL Team Bravo have been also climbing the ranks. And maybe we'll witness history, so to speak, for SEAL Team Bravo. Maybe this will be the moment they continue being undefeated,
Yeah.
or maybe they get knocked down a peg. We'll find out, right?
I want to get a list of teams new this season, and then figure out what the win losses are of those new teams, how they've climbed the ladder this season, because we've had these outliers. I honestly, in my opinion, with SEAL Team Bravo and Water just running up the ladder, but there's been a ton of new teams that have come in and are doing pretty good in the mid tier of things as well. So
yeah, it'll be, off the top of my head, there's Fire Team Alpha, Water, and SEAL Team Bravo are the three teams that are doing exceptionally well, and this is technically their first season.
Okay.
Can't think of any others off the top of my head, but those ones are definitely good.
Going to kick things off on Subway, as mentioned before, and it does look like we have our first objective. It is going to be a north stairs, so we had the lobby originally created, and then we weren't able to join, and they recreated it to get this objective again. I do think is interesting because obviously it shows the importance of this objective. For one of these teams, I would assume it's SMC, since considering they're going on the offense and it's over here at the north.
Yeah, of all objectives to start out on, this is hands down my favorite to launch into Subway with. It's the north objective, so that you got to get that north push down the stairs just right, or maybe they'll come in from the south along the tracks. Either way, it's going to be super exciting.
Kind of an intense way to start off this series. We're going to be up on this north side. It's going to be pretty action-packed. We don't know what to expect out of either one of these teams. This is definitely a moment to either come in hot, look for a cap, play it. I don't know. I would assume both rounds are going to be pretty dang fast and hard pushes coming in from Marsoc teams, from both Marsoc teams.
Yeah, and I don't think SMC have like a designated shield player. I may be wrong, but this is a shield heavy kind of objective. So they might vote to go approach from the south. Who knows? Maybe they'll smoke it up on the stairs and just push after throwing a couple grenades. Either way, it's going to be an explosive first round.
Oh, brother. Still waiting on a fifth from SEAL Team Bravo. It does give us some time to go over the active roster of SMC. We have Trip Nip as the TEG captain for SMC, Captain Soda, Shenanigans, Edna Jordan, and Landon Jordan. And I think the last time we did drop into an SMC match, Soda wasn't in the roster. And so now we have him back on here. And I wonder if, just based off of what I keep my ear to the ground. I know what's going on in the Onward world, and I'm wondering if maybe their losses are attributed to not having Soda in their roster. I wonder.
Yeah.
What's active, if their active roster really determines what sort of SMC team is going to come out.
Well, and Ponecake is no longer captain, right? Now Trip is leading it, and he's been doing a pretty good job. But it does make you wonder, like, how did they lose against Danglers? Like, SMZ are a bit notorious, and aren't they a master team? I think. Let me double check that. But yeah, I mean they are
it's Diamond versus Gold.
Diamond.
Yeah.
Diamond. Okay. Either way, Danglers I think are gold rating right now, so it's shocking to see SMC lose the Danglers, but it did look, according to the score, like it was a tight game. So who knows what happened? I don't think it was casted, unfortunately, but a tight one for sure.
You have all five on SEAL Team Bravo, so we can take a look at the active roster there. Over there we have 4Q, Raz, Seth Bowden Gating, Stay Calm, and Cool Breeze. I don't think some familiar names over there for SEAL Team Bravo, that's for sure. So they're not necessarily a brand new team, but I do remember going over their roster, and they do have some, fresh additions to the league on that roster. But discussing rosters is done. It is time to get into the action and see how they perform. Round number 1, map 1, SMC Tactical versus SEAL Team Bravo. We're kicking it off on Subway.
I see the C4 coming out from both Raz and Cool Breeze.
Yeah,
so I wonder.
It's important to double down, because what'll happen is you have nades come in through this hallway, and depending on where you put that C4, those nades can get triggered, and the nades can trigger the C4, excuse me, and so you got to kind of place them accordingly. I think that's why he placed it so far back. That C4 is purely to deny the cap on the corner, and now Cool Breeze is up here getting ready to, I would say, toss it at the corner when he hears something.
Yeah, Trip over here with the shield, playing it nice and slow. He's going first. Gonna feel the water out, I suppose.
Yeah, this lane has become super toxic or dangerous, I suppose, with this spawn, just because the nades and the amount of volatility you'll experience is pretty heavy. You want to draw attention to Seth Bowden on this backside here. He's about to be on the flank of SMC.
Oh my goodness.
I think Soda just checked his pad and heard it.
Yeah.
And, I've seen this back defense from Soda be a little more common. Seth able to find shenanigans. Is he going to be ready for Soda on the corner? No, he's not. A nice frag there. We are having a little bit of an exchange in that hallway we talked about, as nades do come in from Cool Breeze with Trip.
I'm down. Shenanigans, come arrest me.
Trying to bait it out. Cool Breeze is hearing this. I wonder if he's going to push it and try and look for the confirm.
Looks like Cool Breeze put a C4 in that dumpster.
Yeah.
I wonder if Trip is going to see that.
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
And he's got a nade in hand, so he's going to detonate it with
Perfect.
that nade.
Well played by Trip.
Good tactical retreat from Cool Breeze, too, to drop off as soon as he sees that nade, so he's able to get down the stairs.
All right, I got at least one over here by me at the stairs.
We're into a 4v4. Oh, no!
Oh,
what?
no. Oh.
Yeah, Soda on edge after getting that kill on the backside. Wasn't expecting Edna on that rotation.
Thank goodness he potatoed that shot.
That would have been a rough start. A rough mid-game, I guess, because we are nearing that point now.
I'm shocked that... Oh, almost taking out Cool Breeze. I'm shocked that C4 is technically out of range of the objective. It seems like it's right on top of it over on camera, too.
Yep, that's the one we saw them place. The start. Cool Breeze trying to prone peek the corner, get some shots onto the shield, and luckily doesn't get killed. Drops back in, and that's going to stall Soda and Trip a little bit, but they are pushing down here.
Oh no, Trip dropped his pistol. I wonder if he'll be able to pick it up again, and these stairs can be so, finicky.
Daycom finds Edna on the backside. The trade coming in. Landon's trying to pick up the refrag. Can't quite snag it here. The LMG doing some work. Nade doesn't go inside like Landon was hoping, and bit of an interesting exchange here. I'm surprised we haven't seen 4Q peek out yet on this, and a trade between Landon and Staycom. 4Q still back in there.
Oh no. Raz found Trip through the shield, but Captain was able to get a refrag. Now, Captain's all alone, and he could totally cap right now.
Yeah, he could. I think that is realized by 4Q. He quickly rotates, comes in for the blind fire. Soda with shield on his back, goes for a reload, and 4Q with a timely peek grabs SEAL Team Bravo round 1.
That was so close. I think he was reaching up for a shield. I don't know what was going on. But poor Soda goes down at the very end there.
Pretty insane start to the series, though. Good way to kick things off. Comes down to a 1v1, and the Volk defending team takes the win. But you know, just not quite synced up. If they had maybe Landon peeking in from that downstairs while they were pushing the stairs, and they have commotion coming in across the entire, you know, playing field, that might force some rotations that may not happen otherwise. And
yeah, I think that flanker from the very beginning just kind of threw SMC for a loop. I mean, then they downed Landon, and you know, it definitely took a toll on SMC in round 1. And I think that they moved a little too slowly down the north stairs.
Yeah, it's an interesting balance you have to take on this approach. You don't want to allow that flanker to get shots on your back, but you also don't want to be running into a bevy of nades and C4. So,
right,
it's a tough balance. I'm interested to see how SEAL Team Bravo approach it.
As am I. We're already diving into round 2.
Round 2 of this high-octane, action-packed matchup. If you are just tuning in, you've made it. Congratulations. We're on map 1.
Just in time.
Take a gander at the SEAL Team Bravo offense and see what they opt for. It does look like they're going to send some underground. It's not a strategy we saw come in from SMC.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Look at how much faster SEAL Team Bravo pushing up here. Onto this corner, no shield. That's the danger when you do this. The nade's coming in. Can catch you. That's a crazy good nade right into the center of the market there. 4Q's tucked in.
Ooh, nade coming out from 4Q. Misses. Oh, but hits the C4. Leaving that back northern entrance wide open. Landon's getting pretty brave here and pushing up a corner. Just Trip and Landon are really expecting a heavy push here. So, yeah.
Already shots in the middle. Captain Soda able to find Cool Breeze with a pretty important pickup. If Cool Breeze gained control of that central subway area, that's really bad news for the defense of SMC.
Yeah, I like how Captain Soda was ready for it though, and he took him out. No problem.
He's gonna be ready for this second one though. No, he's not. Seth able to snag Soda in the open.
How did Seth get there?
I think he came up from the underground and just sprinted over.
But Edna's ready for it. Takes out Seth Bowden. So now it's semi not looking good.
Yeah.
Because Edna's going to get a revive on Soda. So yeah, looking at a 5v3 situation for SEAL Team Bravo.
And if Edna keeps this rotation up and goes to stairs, she might have a few more picks on her hands, as it does look like 2 of SEAL Team Bravo are making that rotation.
Raz over here, you know, just playing it really cautiously. He's all alone up here in the tunnel, or not the tunnel, but the north alley. I like how Landon is just ready for it.
Yeah, I think the strat is Raz rounds the corner, sees Trip in the distance, and Landon close on the prone catches him. But it does look like Landon's getting a little antsy on this peak.
Uh-oh. Not looking good for Landon.
Couple of kneecaps there from Raz. Trip's going to come up and look for the refrag, and he does snag it, so SMC into a 3v2.
Wow. Well, hey, I mean, they don't really have to worry about that north approach anymore because SEAL Team Bravo, their last 2 remaining players have opted to go for the overpass. Stay calm here, just slowly moving in. I'm sure he hears shenanigans moving a lot around the corner. QQ in the subway car right now. Looks like Stay Calm and QQ are basically on the same page. You know, they're moving together at a pretty good pace. They still have 3 minutes on the board. They're just taking it nice and slow, and I think that's 4Q takes Edna out as she was, I guess, repositioning towards OBJ. Obviously giving away his position, and Shenanigans returns fire, but it doesn't connect with anything.
I don't know how those shots didn't land on a 4Q. He's pretty fortunate, but it is a nice pickup for his team. Does even things into a 2v2. Makes it a little tougher to defend, but Shenanigans honestly has probably the best case scenario for defense. He just has to watch them cross into this front side. They have to come this way. They have to cross across this angle here.
Yeah, and it kind of makes it worse for SEAL Team Bravo knowing that he's there, because technically Shenanigans has a very narrow window of opportunity to take somebody out. Like if someone was a full sprint across that doorway, I'm not sure he could actually hit them. But you know,
smokes
maybe
would be pretty handy.
yeah, exactly. If they smoke it up, he's screwed. You have to run like 50 meters towards that doorway.
And then you force the rotation from Cap. You get a pick there. The whole new ball game. But I don't know if that utility is available. Statecom has pushed up into this trainway. So he knows that Shenanigans isn't... He knows right where Shenanigans is. He knows he's in this hallway.
Right.
Looks like he's going to slow peek it, which I don't know if that's the right strategy. I agree with you on just sprinting across being the best choice of...
Stay Calm is going to meet him head on, it looks like. Which I don't think that was a good idea. I was just about to comment that, you know, SEAL Team Bravo did a great job of evening it up, but now it's 2-1, and those are not good odds. Unless maybe you're like a bounty hunter in the Mandalorian saga.
There's
all those
the
smokes that we talked about.
Oh, a little too late.
Not quite the right angle, though. Shenanigans will still see 4Q if he goes for that cross. 4Q only has 60 seconds on the clock here to pull this off. He's got 2 defenders to take care of who are really well dug in. Pre-fires that doorway. That was smart.
Yeah.
Get that suppression out. Blocks him from... Oh, but the C4 from Shenanigans takes out 4Q for a round win for SMC.
I like that defensive move a lot from SMC.
Nope. Wow, no kidding.
That's a really smart play. I've never seen C4 placed there. To have it there, and you know that basically denies entry into your south side of objective. And as long as Shenanigans is alive, ducks in after getting shot at and stays alive, he can deny that entry point. SMC with a good defensive round tied up.
As a fellow C4 connoisseur myself, I approve that location. That was fantastic.
Seen a few new C4 positions in these first 2 rounds, which is always exciting when you have a very veteran team go up against the new one to see both of them innovating. You know, that's why the league keeps getting better. New teams come in, they do good, they bring in new strats, it pushes everyone forward.
Yeah, I wonder how SEAL Team Bravo are going to answer back. Wonder what objective it is. Let me fly around and see.
Center.
It's the center platform. Yeah. This one's really tricky, right? There's a ton of angles you could cap on this, and I wonder if SEAL Team Bravo are going to manage to capitalize on that. You know, just stir a little mayhem in there, get some chaos going. You know, enough smokes to confuse your enemy, and then somebody slips in and caps. So so far this is pretty exciting series. Holy cow.
Yeah, I definitely think some caps are going to be in order for this matchup. As we hop into round 3, I guess we will find out if SMC have cap on their mind. They do have shield on their mind. Similar approach to SEAL Team Bravo. I imagine these 3 are going to be coming in through the central overhang. Try and come into that backside with where the stairwell.
Yeah, I see there's 2 going tunnel here. Edna and Shenanigans. Doesn't look like anyone from SEAL Team Bravo has opted to watch basement. Ooh, Cool Breeze finds Captain Soda on those middle stairs of the overpass. Oh, C4 downs trip.
He does.
Oh man.
The Mondo defense from Cool Breeze right there. Sure, there's 2 left alive, but look at where SMC is. Edna and Shenanigans are in no place to go up there and get a res. Edna's going to have to go on the long rotation.
Man, we were just talking about that new C4 placement. I don't think I've ever seen C4 there. That was very well played by Cool Breeze.
That was interesting. It was... I can't find it. It was kind of in the... right over the body of Trip.
Yeah, I'm surprised he lived.
I'm surprised he didn't see it. It had to have been... You know what? It might have been on the side of the light or inside the light box. I don't know. but it was right where that light is. I just don't know. You'd think you'd be. That's the kind of the job of the shield, right? You're first to go in, and you're able to assess and look through that little gap in your shield to figure out where everything is. Then you call it out. You know, oh, I see C4 here. It does look like, and it has come around and gotten the res. Soda is now going to come up here, scoop up another one, and SMC are going to be able to turn it into a 4v4, which is a pretty nice rebound.
All things considered, that could have gone much worse for SMC.
Yeah, they're really lucky they got the trade on Cool Breeze.
Yeah, he would have definitely finished all of them off up there. There's a flashbang from Trip. So I guess he's surprised that corridor is clear.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
It is oftentimes you have one kind of in that forward position and then another one invested on these stairs right here. And I think that's what Trip was a little concerned about, but they cleared it.
Yeah, I think he just didn't see the C4 because people get so razor focused on those stairs.
The fourth. Is he over? Shenanigans over there throwing nades.
Ooh, it's a flashbang. Trip's gonna pick out. Oh, Soda grabs Raz.
I think he capitalized on the flash from Shenanigans.
That was great teamwork out of SMC. Now it's a 4v3 situation. 3 up for SEAL Team Bravo.
They got to be worried about objective. They have some pretty big gaps in coverage right now. 4Q, I think, recognizing this, getting real close to OBJ. He's looking to defend, but he's taking shots.
He doesn't know where he's getting shot from. He's getting flanked by Shenanigans. Oh, but Seth Bowden just comes out of nowhere with a headshot on Shenanigans. It's now a 3v3 situation. Most of the members stuck on the stairs. Stay Calm gets picked off by Edna. Or I'm sorry, Stay Calm picks Edna. Oh man,
jeez, that SMC team getting scooped up right now, one pickup after another, and now it does come down to Trip being the last one alive with the shield. I think they might be aware of this. Soda, oh sorry, it's Soda actually up there. I thought it was Trip, but Soda able to pick off Stay Calm.
I'm so worried Soda's gonna keep peeking the same angle where they all know where they are. Soda's got to reposition, but he only has 2 minutes on the clock, so he can't waste any time doing this. Oh gosh, he's going to grow. He wants to shield the stairs ate it or something. I don't know. I don't see it.
There it is.
Oh, dude,
no, he can't get it. And Seth spots out one, grabbing the stairs. SEAL Team Bravo go up 2-1. Yeah, you do.
I don't even bother with items on the stairs for that exact reason. It's just too much of a liability. Kind of get caught with your pants down on trying to loot the stairs. Man, really strong round 3 from SEAL Team. Yeah.
Pretty nice spread there. 4-2 Seth. A couple of folks with 3 kills. And you really just got Soda. Yeah, and you know, to the point that I made earlier, it does seem like Soda is a pretty key element to this SMC team. 5-2 right now with 2 revives.
Yeah, no kidding. Everyone else is kind of struggling. I think Trip is kind of doing himself a disservice by using the shield. I don't know if he's been practicing with it or what, but he keeps getting killed in funky situations because, like, I don't know if they're shooting his foot on the stairs or what's going on, but he thinks that he's covered by the shield and he keeps getting picked off by someone, and it's usually head on.
I think this is the first round we've gotten a full minute and a half between rounds too.
I think it's so far been just defensive victories, right, for both teams. Like no one's pulled off a Marsoc round yet.
Yep. Yeah, just defensive dubs, defensive back and forth. Probably what we'll continue to see here. Although we have been pretty close to Marsoc wins. Curious to see what SEAL Team Bravo's strat is for this approach.
It was going well for SMC for a minute there, but they keep allowing themselves to get picked off by either overextending or just rushing into things.
It's the final point of execution just doesn't seem to be coming together quite right for SMC right now. 2 split, similar to SMC's, just reversed. And actually, they aren't sending anyone up through that center catwalk. They're going with the old school. That's already up. That's already up by objective.
Oh, goes down to C4.
Another nice tactical C4 placement. Trip had that perfect line of sight there. Wasn't risking a big peek. Just holding onto that clacker and keeping an eye on that tunnel and grabs one. So nice denial of an early cap.
This is the most bizarre defensive spread I've ever seen on this objective. But hey, I mean, it might pay off for SMC. They've already gotten themselves a kill. Soda finds Cool Breeze and 4Q, so wow. I'm just eating my words.
Yeah, Soda being a beast. Grabbing nice double there on that backside. And now SEAL Team Bravo are in a real weird spot. They're forced into these north and south stairwells, which are not exactly easy points to come out of.
No, and it's just one member on each end of the map against, you know, at least 2 members of SMC in each point. I mean, Stay Calm is over here on the south stairs. He has to go against 2 defenders who are currently watching OBJ from that horseshoe stairwell.
Plays it quick, dives into the L, and stay alive inside there for a little bit. Maybe find Soda's backside, but yeah, his approach past that is going to be difficult.
Tries to radio out what he sees, but Trip is like, nope, I'm not having it, and takes out, who was that? Cool Breeze?
I think Shenanigans just peeked it right as he went for the radio and told Trip where he was. Trip peeked out, got that rifle kill, and now it's all up to Raz.
One thing I've consistently seen from SEAL Team Bravo is just like how slow and meticulous they move.
Slow, maybe not necessarily the right word. Efficient, if I would say anything, because we are at 3 minutes right now. There's only 1 left alive.
Fair enough. Slow is not quite the right word. Maybe sneakily. He's moving slow enough that he can't be heard, basically.
They're moving with a purpose. They're going to points that they know they want to get to. You know, spots that they believe they can get to without being affected negatively by the enemy. And
I don't know. I think Trip is going to be ready for Raz, no matter how quiet he tries to play it.
Yeah, Trip's pretty much just constantly checking all of his angles on this stairwell. Just got missed on that check. Oh! The C4 from SMC has been so on point on defense.
I'm so proud of SMC. Great, spectacular C4 kills. That's twice now they've ended the round on a C4.
That's true. Very true.
Soda still leading the scoreboard for SMC, followed by Trip with 5 kills and 3 deaths. Pretty even spread across SEAL Team Bravo in terms of kills and deaths.
Yeah, well, yeah, pretty good spread on SEAL Team Bravo. Still, Soda 7-2. Trip has turned on the gas, 5-3 with 1 revive after that last round.
Those revives are so important against someone like SEAL Team Bravo. You need every man you can against that team.
I mean, we even saw them get those revives and still not pay off. That last Marsog round for SMC. What's our next objective here?
I think it's the bottom platform.
Well,
trying to make my way down.
Okay, so we have this bottom one, and then what's our last one? Upstairs?
Yeah, on the surface. Chinatown or whatever.
So there's a potential to end this sucker on a upstairs OBJ, which I think would be a pretty fun one to end it on.
It absolutely would, and both teams are now within cap range, so if either team gets a cap off, it's over.
Right now is
But,
definitely
man.
the time for SMC to try and put one of those in the books. The problem is it's easily the hardest objective to do that on.
Yeah. If they come down that south stairs though with enough smoke coverage, they might be able to pull it off.
Yeah.
So Team Bravo could come in and swoop a cap under their nose.
Probably gonna die really quick.
That's if,
You guys
you know, SMC doesn't pick off enough attackers in the very beginning, which you have a feeling. Or, I'm sorry, SEAL Team Bravo. If they don't pick off enough SMC.
It's STB and SMC. It's too hard to tell the difference.
It is. And what does SMC stand for? Is there an official
I always
definition?
for a while I thought it was shoot, move, kill, but you don't spell kill with a C, so I don't know what C stands for. Shoot, move, cover, or something like that.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That is what SMC does pretty well, so sticking to the name. Edna and Captain Soda getting into position like right away. So they are already clearing the middle platform sector, but it looks like all of SEAL Team Bravo are just, you know, downstairs, which is, you know, to be expected, but you never know if one of these guys might move a flanker above the surface or something, try and catch SMC off guard like they did in round 1. Looks like there is a C4 on that south stairwell approach. And I wonder if the north has some too. Doesn't look like it. Just the south stairwell approach with C4. Which is exactly where Captain Soda and Edna might end up going down.
Gonna need a nade to defuse that one.
You know, it's in a very easily naded spot, so yeah, I don't know if that's gonna last long.
Does look like the entry from SMC is coming in here, though.
That grenade should have gotten Seth. But oh, there is a C4 on the tunnel, so Trip might go down right now if he's not careful.
This is pretty interesting. They're still holding their fire. 4Q is holding the straight angle. C4 is detonated from Seth. Trip does go down. Seth looks
Get
for
him, Landon.
Oh,
no.
2, 3? No, Shenanigans able to deny. Can Shenanigans get a double? What a chaotic entry here.
4Q, they're throwing nades at each other, and Shenanigans comes around the corner and just takes out 4Q with a beautiful headshot.
I think he had a
was having
flash
none
there.
of it.
They both threw flashes, but I think Shenanigans detonated first, and he was able to get out of that hallway before 4Q's detonated. So, quick back and forth. We're into a 3v3 here, and honestly, SMC's approach is looking like it might be able to pick apart this defense.
I'm worried Edna's going to go down that stairwell with the C4, but it looks like she's backing off, thank goodness.
Soda's going to be in a bit of an interesting spot here with Stay Calm tucked around this corner. I don't think he knows he's here. Those smokes are pretty good, though.
Yeah.
Wow!
Oh, did Edna get the cap here?
It's got to
Oh,
be on
here
their
it
mind.
is.
She has to be punching the code in. As long as Shenanigans doesn't get the kill on Raz, which he doesn't. Raz picks up one, and is he going to rotate in time? I don't think so.
Edna's got this.
No, she doesn't.
Let's go. So close.
We're into a 1v1. Raz pushing the objective. Soda able to find the trade. SMC take their Marsoc round.
Oh, man.
Wow, what a crazy round 5.
That was a roller coaster, NightFiree. I really believed Edna was about to get that code off.
I thought SMC killed all the, when they came down, I saw three on the kill feed, and I was like, oh, they just instantly took out the entire defense in one quick swoop. But Raz able to, the spoiler really, 6 and 5 on the KD. There should be there's some sort of anti-cap point that he got as well, because
I would love to see that in Onward. You know, in the end of the GoldenEye multiplayer games, they would you had those little badges, I can't remember what they all were, but it would be nice to have after round badges like spoiler. That'd be awesome. Or like most killed or most potato. Missed the most shots, that kind of stuff.
I hate to keep bringing it up, but double digits for Soda's KD, 10 and 3 now.
My goodness.
Have a round, huh?
Soda, careful not to slip a disc there, man. Carrying the team on your back like this can be tough work.
You know, this is something that I've always seen in esports, a theory that I floated very early on in esports with Globochem. When they were kind of getting their momentum in the VRML, I just wonder if some teams are eventually going to start playing around one star player. I think it's a strategy that maybe could work if honed, but you know, you essentially put your, you know, it's how sports work, right? You have your mid lane in League of Legends, you have your quarterback in NFL. There's that key linchpin player that kind of keeps everything together, and then the team revolves around them. I wonder if that's sort of a Soda SMC scenario.
I'm gonna piggyback on that theory and say that I think that's why Trip feels comfortable playing Shield against SEAL Team Bravo, because he knows Captain Soda will be there to make up for any deficiencies.
Yeah, it opens up more options if you have that kind of confidence in a player.
Absolutely, yeah. Edna going for her resident corner. I wonder if anyone will make that cross alive. Probably not. Looks like most of SEAL Team Bravo are opting to go through the tunnels.
Landon able to find one in those tunnels.
It's a nice early kill for Landon. I mean, that's a huge amount of momentum early on. Ooh, Trip and Cool Breeze traded, but Trip is still alive. Oh no! They take him out as he goes for the revive. 4Q takes out Trip and Landon. Man, they just don't.
I think I heard a damn it Trip as Landon went down.
Yeah.
Lack of call-outs. I mean, to Trip's credit, he's expecting 2. You know, he's not expecting a 5-man push on the underground.
Just 3 members of each team left now. I wonder if they're going to keep pushing. It looks like they are going to keep pushing the stairwell.
4Q.
Or I'm sorry, the tunnels.
Yeah. Yeah, and 4Q pillaged a nade there, so he's got that in hand. While the rest of them advance forward. I'm sure that nade's going to be ended up getting thrown out of this doorway to try and detonate any C4.
With all of SEAL Team Bravo in the tunnels, I really just want to see a flanker come down and take them all out from behind. But
that's insane.
SMC,
risk.
Insane risk for having 3 members up now. Like, yeah, not going to see that, but maybe
they're already pretty spread, honestly. Considering where they are, they got Shenanigans way on the south side. They have one defending way north, and then another one still upstairs in the train, watching a north upstairs push. I think Edna needs to be rotated downstairs, but that's obviously with us knowing that the entire Bravo team's out here.
Right. I would love to see Edna just come into these tunnels just to make sure it's clear. The Shenanigans holding a clacker? Yes, he is. Where is that C4 from Shenanigans? It's like
the hallways,
it's like playing Where's Waldo.
Yeah. I don't see it anywhere in this boxes.
Yeah, this is. Oh, it's on the boxes.
Where?
Right there. Camera 2.
Oh. Yeah. Nice spot, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, might catch. Are SMC gonna end another round on a C4?
I really want to see all 3 members down at once.
We've seen a 5-man C4 on Turbine. It's been done.
I mean, if SMC pulls that off, then that's map 1 victory for them with the C4.
And the MVP of the game goes to the C4.
No joke. That would be like 3 rounds won with C4. Ooh. Oh man, Shenanigans barely survived that frag. Blew the C4 too early. And Raz takes out Shenanigans, but Shenanigans down 4Q, so...
Quick res from Stay Calm does pick him up. Raz looking for the trade on the long angle. Down towards Captain Soda, MVP of SMC, and he's trying to hold on here. He's going to be the main point of defense against this push out of these stairs, and Raz takes him out.
Oh. He's down. Poor Soda, just...
You know, I've seen people take that spot, they consistently lose in it. I don't really see people winning the trades in spots where they get underneath the ramp.
You know, it's one of those spots where you have zero cover, so if you are going to use the radio, you need to get out of there before you do it. Especially with Edna right there, you could have just probably yelled at her. Oh, 4Q's going to take himself out with a grenade. That's going to even things up a little bit. I wonder what happened there, but Edna, of all people, Edna can handle this 2v1 situation. I'm pretty confident in Edna's abilities here.
In the right spot, too, being on this corner.
As long as she doesn't...
Yeah, get too antsy.
Yeah. She's really worried about a North Stair approach, but...
Yeah, she doesn't have all the info, you know. She's hearing all the action on this side. It does warrant a little check on the opposite end. Staycom is out in the open. He goes down. Raz on the stairs. Edna with the double!
Yeah, Edna. I'm all excited for
I know. Well, it's hard not to when you hear the cheers come in.
Yeah.
Perfectly cut scream. Someone clipped that one. That was great. But a huge double from Edna. She gets on the board after a tough series being 1-4 and ends it 3-4-2. SMC with map 1 win.
That's huge. Good job on Edna for just keeping it cool and taking out those last two members. I mean, I was looking like really kind of concerned for a moment because those lasers were barreling down on her, but she handled it like a champ.
Yeah, it really looked like she was going to get a bullet into the back.
Yeah, it really did.
For a few seconds there, then she instantly turns around, finds a double. Just huge plays from Edna there. SMC are now in the lead, and they go into SEAL Team Bravo's map pick, which we are currently waiting for.
Can't wait to see what they choose. Oh. Huh. Interesting. Looks like SEAL Team Bravo opted for the Quarantine Day map.
Yeah, interesting is a good word, because I don't know if I would have done the same thing against a SMC tactical squad. I guess they did have some tough times on this map against G-Men, if I remember correctly. But it's a different squad. You know, to replicate that kind of consistency is going to be tough for the SEAL Team Bravo team. And you're giving them Marsoc. I don't know. We'll see how this shakes out for STB.
No kidding, right? I mean, I feel like SMC, I feel like this is SMC's map. You know, maybe I'm wrong. They did lose it against Danglers, but that's just because Danglers plays weird. They'll have 5 defenders rush them and completely leave the objective unattended. So
they're very much a bunch of loose cannons.
They are, and SEAL Team Bravo does not play like Danglers whatsoever. They're very, thought out, methodical, determined. I don't want to say slow, like you mentioned earlier. Yeah. More like they move with a purpose. Yeah. And so SMC are ready for that kind of team on a map like this.
Take a gander at rosters. We're still waiting on a 5th from SMC. I wonder if we'll see a roster swap here. Edna is still loading in if she will be joining the SMC squad. But they do have a full roster, so they have that option to bring in a sub if this is a map that they would for someone else play.
Yeah, I wonder if they're subbing out Edna. Maybe she doesn't like this map or something, or maybe she's just having some technical problems.
I don't know. She just got a double to save the game.
Right? I feel like, spirits would be high in that instance.
Either way, a pretty good kickoff to this series. That Subway set was real fun to watch.
It was. I mean, despite the shield failures from Trip, SMC were able to pull it through. And I don't mean that in a bad way against Trip. I like Trip a lot. But,
yeah,
I don't normally see him playing a shield, so I just don't think it was very well tailored for him.
It's an element that a lot of teams feel like they need, and so I'm sure he's just, as the team captain, trying to make that sacrifice. And if you are going to put anyone on a shield,
well said.
Team captain's probably your best choice.
Absolutely. I mean, you don't want to who's gonna roast the captain, right? Like, oh, you're a terrible shield player or something. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna do that to the captain. We all know he's trying, and everyone's on the same team here. So, still though, winning on the 5th from SMC.
I think we might cut it to an intermission while we wait on this 5th. Because, to be honest, we're still pretty early into the series. We gotta save our energy for what could be a pretty banging maps 2 and 3.
I'm just getting warmed up, Nightfire.
All right, well.
But yeah, I'm getting word from Trip. Looks like they're subbing in Luciant.
Okay.
Yeah, so they are subbing out Edna, and
Okay.
Luciant will be coming momentarily.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to some SMC players, and I think that's a strategy that we've seen on a lot of teams in general this season. Kind of having specialists, if you will, players that are really good on certain maps. You know, you have almost maybe even set rosters per each map that you typically go with, but
Yeah, I
something
mean,
that I think could be really, you know, not everybody can be comfortable on every map. It's they all differ pretty widely in how you play them.
it's one of those things that teams go through, right? Like for a while, they have 5 members, like the 5 horsemen.
Yeah.
And it's like a really tight knit group. But then you play one season like that, and that gets exhausting, and you want to get those 3 extra roster players so you could swap out players and get those specialists like you described. Edna's nerves are probably a bit crazed at the
Shooken
moment
up.
after that. Yeah, like maybe it's for the best that Lucian comes in.
Sarah Lucient has joined the lobby for SMC. That's a new addition or a sub?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
A sub?
No, he's a new. It looks like it'd be a new pickup.
Yeah, as of this season. That might have been recent too, because I don't know if he's been on that roster.
I don't recognize him on the roster, so I must have missed one of those League Gen updates.
I don't blame you. Okay, there's a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
You can't
not
keep,
because the channel's muted or anything.
can't keep up to date on the mass amounts of roster swaps that end up happening over the course of a season, but we can keep you up to date on this series. SEAL Team Bravo versus SMC Tactical. Map number 2, round 1 begins now on Quarantine.
I am looking forward to seeing what SMC pulls off here. I mean, if you sub in a player just for this map, you know it's going to be good, right? And it kind of puts SEAL Team Bravo on the back foot a bit. Like, not only did they just lose Subway, but now they have a player subbed in. So that's got to be concerning for them.
It's hard to come back from something like that, too, in a loss that you should have won. It's going to take a lot of, I want to say, consistency from SEAL Team Bravo. They just need to stick to what the strategies that they've hashed out, stick to the practice that's paid off for them, and keep moving. It does look like they're moving out pretty good so far on this objective. They're really doing a great job of keeping Captain Soda's eyesight suppressed.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of fire on that roof, and there's a sniper way out in the South Dunes. Let me go get the camera positioned on him.
Yeah, he almost has an angle on Soda.
Raz looking for that angle. It's kind of hard to pull off with a red dot.
Yeah.
I thought he was sniping for a second, but nope, just a hollow.
Saw that laser, and I really figured they'd have someone with a multipliable scope over there.
At least 4 times.
Yeah.
Crossing.
A lot of just back and forth gunfire being exchanged, but no one's gone down just yet.
Soda running out of ammo on trying to pick off that cross. Can't get those last few shots off when he had an opening.
The grenade is overthrown right over Soda's head. obviously missing him, but that could have been a game changer. Soda's proven to be a real thorn in SEAL Team Bravo's side right now. They're really focused on taking out that roof shooter. I wonder if they're, worried about a flanker or anything. Doesn't really seem like they are, but Sir Lucian's over here on the armored trucks doing a pretty good job covering that sector.
Yeah, he's got North locked down pretty far forward. Soda taking some shots out over into the central approach. I do wonder if he is aware Seth's making the slow crawl, though, and I don't know if there's any line of sights covering the backside of Soda. Seth might be able to kind of freely crawl up and shoot Soda in the back.
Man, wouldn't that be something if he pulls that off?
At the very least, he could probably stand up and peek over that corner. Doesn't go for it. Nade comes in. Just a bit short.
Oh, man. Seth might pull off what you just said.
Yeah, they've got a lot of nice suppressive fire on Soda. Soda does get stay calm before he gets scooped up by Seth on the backside. Seth does get picked up by Trip. A huge peek.
Oh, thank God, Trip, you were there. Just the right moment. Right place, right time. Not looking good for SEAL Team Bravo here.
No, it's not.
They are 2 members down already.
Ooh, a nice flank from 4Q. Grabs Landon in the back, evening the odds just a touch. And if 4Q can keep the pressure here, gain control of this lane, it does really force some interesting moves out of SMC. And you do see already Trip on the rotation here.
Raz going for the same exact play that Seth Bowden just tried to attempt. Ooh, and I didn't even notice 4Q over here on the northwest corner.
We noticed.
Oh. Shenanigans finds Raz right after 4Q took out. Man, I wish I could pull up the kill feed. Things happen so quickly,
Yeah,
but the roof is no longer a problem.
That was a quick couple of trades in succession there. Cool Breeze now the last SEAL Team Bravo attacker alive. He's going to have to probably go up against Trip first as he makes this approach. If Trip stays tucked in, though, he might be able to get the res and turn it into a 3v2.
It's too bad. Trip thinks that he confirmed Raz, but Raz is not dead, and he's calling him out. Looks like Cool Breeze is going to creep up on that north wing. He might be able to find Trip, or at least Shenanigans. Maybe, I don't know. They may not be ready for this.
Yeah, I think this is going to be SEAL Team Bravo recuperating just a little bit. Cool Breeze should be able to drop down and scoop up that res, turn things into a nice 2v3. He might even be able to find a pick here on a Shenanigans.
I think Shenanigans just called him out.
Oh,
never mind. Never mind. He did not. I think even worse, I think he just said it was all clear. I couldn't quite hear what he said on the radio, but he definitely did not see Cool Breeze.
Cool Breeze doesn't have a ton of time left to pick up Raz right now. And he doesn't have a ton of time on the clock, 30 seconds.
That slow, methodical thinking is kind of backfiring on SEAL Team Bravo. They've taken a little too long to get into position.
20 seconds.
20 seconds.
Yeah, they need to move. They need to be full sprint right now.
Oh, man. Cool Breeze found Shenanigans, but Trip refrags Cool Breeze, and Sir Lucian finds Raz. SMC of 1, round 1.
Nice quick couple of pickoffs there, and just a little bit of time mismanagement from the SEAL Team Bravo side. Something that we didn't really get a chance to see on the closer quarters subway, but I don't know. Maybe I'm curious to see if that's a trend we see on these long-range maps with STB.
Quarantine is extremely unforgivable in that sense.
Yeah.
Like, you can get away with it on subway for sure, but not on quarantine. And SMC did a fantastic job of slowing them down.
Just the honest, it wasn't even kills, right? It was just Soda being on the roof.
Yeah, just all that suppression alone was all it took. Another defensive win on this series. I don't think there's been any successful offensive pushes.
SMC are 4-2. They had one offensive round.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
They had the one. But yeah, it has been very Volk dominant in this series so far.
That one is all you need, apparently.
Yeah, that's what gets you map wins.
Yeah, it just shakes it up just that much.
Might be what ends up getting whoever gets a Marsoc win here.
I definitely think this is one of the more difficult approaches for Marsoc on Quarantine. So I wouldn't be surprised if SEAL Team Bravo pull off a successful defense again. It'll get really interesting, though, once we get, like a gas station objective or something. Something a little bit tighter, less open, more cover everywhere. What kind of spawn? Oh, SMC have a quick spawn this time.
See how they use it.
Looks like SMC opting to go for that 3-2 split, 2 going north. Shenanigans just, holding his corner, waiting for people to get into position. Man, Captain Soda is just full sprint. He's already, near the roof.
Guys, use those real tight angles that he get out of that spawn to just kind of work his way up here. And wonder if SEAL Team Bravo saw this spawn, because they do seem, look at the overhead, they seem to be pretty dang focused on the north.
Maybe they're just kind of concerned about a quick spawn in general. Does seem like Raz is a bit more reserved on the roof, looking north.
Yeah.
Not really focused on the south at all.
Not sold on the on that south approach. Clearly, his eyes are trained north.
Looks like Trip is the only one in the south, flanking all the way around. Going for that, most likely the northwest. Oh, he's going on the south wing with the M249. It's not a very accurate weapon, but it's very effective at keeping you suppressed. May come back to haunt him in the end, because he might get picked off with a more accurate rifle.
I wonder what their time frame is here, because Soda's up at this corner at 4 minutes. Lucian hasn't come up and reinforced him. Everybody else on SMC is just sort of sitting here. I almost wonder if they're waiting for Trip to get all the way to the west, and then they'll make a 5-man push of a wall almost up towards objective.
Yeah, it feels like they're waiting for Trip to give them some kind of signal so that they can all come crashing in at once from the northwest. Or
Yeah,
I'm sorry, the northeast.
Way over there north. Shenanigans is still so far north. Landon,
Yeah.
they're not necessarily close or in position to be pushing. Nades come out, though. That almost was good. That almost caught. Stay
Oh,
calm.
it was a really good throw. Holy cow.
Yeah, a long toss.
Trip's got to hurry up. He only has 3 minutes left on the clock. It's one of those things, this map is just so big.
Yeah.
It takes you 3 minutes just to run all the way around it. But I have a feeling this is all going to pay off in the final 90 seconds.
If I were a betting man, I'd say it's a 2-minute push.
Ooh, Trip trying to stand on the hill to see if he can get any picks. It's a very rarely used spot, but it's a good one.
Smoke's coming in now, 2:30 on the clock. Suppressive fire towards Shenanigans as he crosses.
That's good. That's going to divert all their focus to the east while Trip comes in from the west.
And
Hopefully
Cap.
Trip... Yeah. Oh, Seth Bowden finds Captain, but Landon gets a refrag on Seth. Seth is only downed. So 4Q is going to, reposition to get a revive, but Trip picks him off.
Trip's going to be a huge threat here on the backside.
Double tap, one behind the semi.
Ooh, he almost had a chance there to get a couple more kills. Cool Breeze denies the rampage, but in the meantime, SMC is charging in. Cool Breeze picking off Sir Illusion, downs it into a 2v3.
I like this push by Landon, who's just crawling up to the tank right now.
2 of them.
Although I wonder if Raz is going to see him on the roof. Man, this is some crazy positioning by both teams.
They're risking it.
Mostly Landon.
Yeah, he's getting risky with this move right here. Minute 30, sees rotation, finds Cool Breeze. That's a big pick. That's going to open up this move from SMC. They have a pinch on Staycom. Shenanigans finds the backside, and it comes down to Raz on the roof.
No one is on OBJ. It's completely wide open. Shenanigans could just run in and cap right now.
Raz has the angle, technically. If he just stays here, he can and holds. He can force SMC to cross. Shenanigans tries to make it.
Landon looking for that refrag.
He spots him.
Tank turret.
I saw the laser go right over his head. No shots coming out.
Ooh, man, that's tight. Oh, Landon finds it. That was a smart play by Landon.
Yeah.
Forget the cap. Just pick him off.
Yeah, I think he recognized that cross, unless he had utility, yeah, it was just way too risky.
Yeah. I mean, now SMC are up 2-0 against SEAL Team Bravo, so all they need to do now is do another strong defensive play, and then they can come back in the next round and cap.
I mean, they have a lot of options. You know, SEAL Team Bravo does not, and I expect them to come into this next objective push looking for a cap, because that's got to be your answer back strategy at this point. If you let them go 3-0 and you've lost your first map 4-2, the momentum is just so hard to get going.
Yeah, I mean, that's now 3 unanswered points against SEAL Team Bravo. They have to be, like, sweating right now. I mean, it's not looking good for them if they don't pull this next round off, which, you know, so far very few, like, no one's really won a Marsoc round yet except for SMC that one time. So it's not looking good for SEAL Team Bravo in round, what is it, 3?
Yeah. Nope. Round 3,
Yeah.
map 2. Total scoreline 6-2. SMC Tactical. Kind of running away with it.
There's no worse feeling than being down 3 points, you know, on the on map 2.
Yeah. A must win. And your map pick.
Your map pick, 0 points on the board. It's gotta be a bad feeling.
Well, SEAL Team Bravo are undefeated. They haven't really faced very much adversity throughout their first season in the league, and now here they are against SMC, getting a little bit shook up. See if they can bounce back and hold on to their undefeated record as we get into round 3 of map 2.
Man, the punches just keep coming for SEAL Team Bravo. This is probably the most difficult objective to pull off because you have that wide open spawn like Trip just called out. So now they know exactly where SEAL Team Bravo is. Just makes it that much harder to get within, you know, close range of that OBJ.
And really aggressive reactions coming in from the SMC squad. You saw that pre-fire on that lane down at that spawn, and then instantly Landon and Soda teamworked their way up to the rooftop. And from here, they can deny anything SEAL Team Bravo tries. They can Captain Soda can prevent a cross to the south side. He can rotate around and have an angle on the north, and he's got Landon supporting him. So really going to be tough for this STB team to get out of spawn.
Man, this is so not looking good for SEAL Team. I mean, they have to cross that street, and there's like 3 lasers basically covering both roads one way or another.
That early identification from Trip and the pre-fire coming in from SEAL Team Bravo to stop the very early cross. It's just put SEAL Team Bravo into a real tough bind.
And now Shenanigans is just laying down fire, pinning them from the south. So now not even the south approach is safe. They are basically, they have to commit to a north approach. And two defenders are waiting for them.
They're in a bad enough spot where they have to invest all their resources to kill Landon and Soda on the roof. They have to. They have to invest all their resources there, and then they have to try and approach objective with nothing. Because if they try and hold on to their resources, I think they're just going to get picked off one by one. Oh, Cool Breeze. Shots just ringing over his head.
That's that thing. The Shenanigans is just keeping them pinned. They can't do anything except approaching that wide open north. And SEAL Team Bravo are already down on a player. Stay calm, just getting pinched on this white car. It's just, man, this is... If you had morale in this game, it would be super low right now. If you're SEAL Team Bravo, they have 3.5 minutes on the clock to do anything now. Oh, Sir Lucian finds Cool Breeze. He's just downed. That's going to force 4Q to fall back and get a revive without himself getting killed.
There's the utility.
Getting that utility. He's successful on the revive. Man.
Comms from SMC are really aggressive too, though.
Ooh, Seth found Landon.
That's probably the most important pickup for this SEAL Team Bravo squad. It's going to open up this north side now. You do see some rotations coming in from SMC. 2 more now getting invested into the rooftop as you look at our overhead. They're going to come in and reinforce.
You know, Seth Bowden thought he confirmed Landon, but Landon is just laying here calling out everything he's seeing. So this is definitely not good for SEAL Team Bravo.
Yeah, it's definitely why that rotation came in. Then 4Q is going to come up here, though. He should be able to get that confirm.
Trip kind of looking for 4Q, although he does. Yep, 4Q gets the confirm.
SEAL Team Bravo doing a nice job of trying to bounce back from this. They may be able to get themselves out of this spawn trap.
Shenanigans still here on the south wing, and meanwhile, a member of SEAL Team Bravo, Stay Calm, is trying to get the pick on him. Shenanigans saw him, though, so now he's stuck at the big rock. 4Q found Trip. He's only downed, but... Oh, man. Trip's calling out everything. Unfortunately, Trip gets confirmed. Now it's looking like SEAL Team Bravo might be able to pull this off.
Yeah.
SMC don't regroup, although Shenanigans found Stay Calm. Now it's a 3v3 situation.
Nate almost catches Cool Breeze. He's still able to stay alive. You know, if Cool Breeze can quickly snag a double, he's got cap on it. He got a cap opportunity on his hands.
There's only 90 seconds to pull anything off, though.
That's true.
So if it's going to happen, it has to happen right now. Q's just kind of on the roof, trying to find a pick on the south wing, misses, and now everyone knows that there's somebody on the roof in the north.
Might draw their eyes, though, and
Q found... How did he find Captain?
I think Soda got a little aggressive. Went for the peek on the corner there. He was maybe looking for Cool Breeze. He might have thought those shots on the roof were from Cool Breeze in the courtyard there.
Oh, man. Cool Breeze is walking right up to it.
Is Lucian going to react?
Sir Lucian doesn't even react.
No!
Oh, Cool Breeze is capping.
The new addition to SMC is going to allow SEAL Team Bravo the way. That is exactly what they needed to do.
That was... I did not see that one coming. Wow.
Yeah.
Not only did...
You can't leave that spot open. You know, and I just wonder if Lucian maybe was unaware that Soda had died and that was an open spot, because you always have to have one eye on your courtyard with that objective spawn. There's so many different potential. He could have capped him on the other side of the wall, way safer. Ton of different options there for SEAL Team Bravo. But what an unreal answer back on that round. They were completely spawn trapped.
I honestly can't believe they pulled that off in like the last 60 seconds. That's why you got to have so much tablet awareness. Like, especially when it comes down to the last, 90 seconds.
Can't take anything for granted. Can't assume anything is covered. Wow, we're into what we're looking for. Good old back and forth. And, you know, SEAL Team Bravo now, they have an opportunity to go just Volk wins and take the map. That's all they have to do. They just have to hang on to their defensive rounds, and they can come out on top of their map pick and take it to a best of 3.
It's like we were saying, all you need is that one Marsoc victory, and in this case, it was a cap, which is what you definitely don't want. And now they're both within capping range once again. I'm kind of rooting for this to go into a map 3 decider.
Yeah, it's typically how us casters, and I think a good majority of the viewers also do always, you know, enjoy that third map to have an impact on the series, right? Because sometimes, depending if it goes, you know, 2 maps to 1 team, that third one's kind of just a few MMR points almost. That's what they're playing for. Whereas, you know, SEAL Team Bravo can grab this map. It's all going to come down to SMC's map 3.
SMC deciding to do the 3-2 split, sending 2 south, 3 semi-north. Trip thinks that they were spotted. I'm not actually sure that they did get spotted.
Yeah, I don't think SEAL Team Bravo out of that spawn could even get to the street fast enough to ID SMC crossing.
Stay Calm is definitely keeping an eye out on that south approach, though.
As they should. You gotta have one, you know, you gotta have somebody watch.
Yeah. But I do wonder if they actually did see it. And also Cool Breeze here. So you got 2 people looking towards the south, although they don't seem to see Trip just yet.
I think Cool Breeze is watching more of a ambulance sort of spot, waiting if anyone pops out of there. Kind of a weird angle to cover, though. I don't know who would. I guess if you had the south push, you maybe would try and come out from there, but to pop out from ambulance would be very risky.
Landon had a great idea of just kind of like trying to aim in between the AP. Oh, that grenade found Cool Breeze. Wow, bounced off the nose cone of the airplane, downing Cool Breeze. So now Seth is gonna cautiously go in for a revive. Now 2 people are stuck there in the middle debris.
Yeah, you know, these players have found ways to navigate that a little bit better. Seth able to instantly work his way back. Raz finds Captain Soda out on the west side. Excuse me, the north. On a rooftop. Ooh, wow, nice pick.
I can't, but I hit blood after he went down, so I think I got him.
Yeah, Lucen trying to find that refrag. He knows where Raz is, or at least he suspects he knows. Meanwhile, on the south approach, Shenanigans and Trip are doing an okay job pushing up. Still about 4 minutes on the clock. I'd say SMC are doing a good job kind of like closing in on this with plenty of time to spare to answer back on any, you know, downings and revives.
This plane wing angle, effective but dangerous. LMG shots are ringing in over to Shenanigans, but that is also information for Shenanigans, so he may decide to try and re-peek from any one of the angles he can choose from on this plane wing. Big slab to cover if you're trying to watch for a peek.
Yeah, Trip is looking for a pick here, but oh, is he throwing a frag? Forq found Trip.
Yeah, Trip got a little over aggressive trying to find where those shots were coming from. Forq holding that ambulance angle does find him. The pressure shots ringing out at a fake Shenanigans on the plane wing. No one's up there. Look at the. Oh, I thought I saw a flank coming for a second there.
SEAL Team Bravo haven't lost anybody yet. It's 5v3. Although looks like Landon is really close.
Yeah, I was just looking at the overhead and I was like, wow, there's a cluster on objective and one attacker.
Landon, the only guy in position to really do anything. Cool Breeze doesn't even know he's there. Although the whole team will be alerted in just a second. Oh my goodness, he didn't even check. Oh man.
I don't think you would think to, right? You're so close on that corner, you didn't hear anything.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm paranoid because that's actually where Cool Breeze is. That's where I usually play my position. So I tend to check my own positions, but yeah, you're absolutely right. In the heat of the moment. Oh, Shenanigans finds a nice pick on Seth and Stay Calm. Solution finds Raz. Blah. They traded though, so oh no. And 4Q found Shenanigans. It all happened so fast.
You gotta turn into an auctioneer in those moments. SEAL Team Bravo take the round 3-2. Yeah, I left the overlay up. I'm terrible at this stuff, casting stuff, guys. You can berate me all you want. I deserve it.
No, not the overlay.
I know. I've gotten hit. I told him to cram it, but now I deserve it. I do apologize.
I'll try to work with Noman for next season and just make it like 20% bigger.
We've got a fix for it anyway, and I think.
Oh, that's right.
This next. People can stop worrying about it. We do appreciate how much you care. All we'll say.
They just want to see the action. I don't blame them. Yeah, it happens. We're all human, though.
Upset. My
response
is everybody just needs to get LASIK and get better vision. So, don't come at me. Go to your doctor.
We just need an AI assistant as a triple co-caster to just make sure that all the cameras are.
How about we get Downpour to buy us out, and you're a Downpour officially sponsored league, and then they fund us.
There you go.
And then we can just go to the Downpour studio and run shows from there, and
man, wouldn't that be something?
Do LAN events from the Downpour studio and turn the Downpour studio into Sports Arena. I don't know, I'm just throwing out ideas. If you want to berate the devs, go ahead. But just kidding.
Aren't we all on the West Coast as it is? We could all just easily.
I guess we'll just do a little meetup and do it that way. But jokes aside, we always appreciate the support from Onward for the VR Master League. Wouldn't be at its capacity or exist. Level wasn't for them. So shout out to the Onward devs and the crew there. Looking forward to some to that map tournament that's going on. Kind of an interesting
I'm excited.
announcement they did there.
I really hope that there's like some really quality maps that come out for some league play. Maybe if not next season, but season 11,
10.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah,
one
of the seasons.
Next season. Gotcha.
Yeah, they usually take a while to get in the rotation.
Well, maybe with a little incentive, some people will push out better quality maps, and it won't be such a laborious process. Because I'm sure a lot of us remember the good old days of buggy maps.
True.
I guess maybe they're not so old either, but we all know, we all are aware of bugs in maps, and I'm not too keen on falling through any floors anytime soon.
Oh man, that sounds miserable. Into infinity and beyond, you fall.
In a league match.
In a league.
That's kind of why the process has to be so in depth, because you got to check literally every single step.
Oh, almost some friendly fire coming out on SEAL Team Bravo's side that will jeopardize their positioning just a little bit. Seth Bowden almost took out Cool Breeze. Man, I'm really liking Cool Breeze's position right now.
Okay, I got one down in the west.
Fork, you looking for a flanker.
Oh.
Looks like you did spot out Landon, who is ducking for his life right now.
Yeah, and that's a strat that you see come in sometimes from the top tier, and some real experienced players, really aggressive ones. They'll drop so fast on the ground when they get shot at. 4Q thought he had a kill here, and he's sort of leaving that west open now. Landon could approach and find 4Q's back.
Oh, wow! I didn't realize that's what happened. Yeah, it's always impressive.
There it is.
Ooh, Landon does find 4Q. Solution found Stay Calm, and now the grenade is going to confirm 4Q maybe? No, it wasn't enough, but...
That side toss, though. How did he get that? Landon's got some muscles on that wrist, boy.
Raz finds Captain Soda. Where was Soda? Was he? Oh, in the south wing, I think. Yeah. Nice shot looking kind of, I don't know. I've eaten my own words plenty of times now, but it's not looking too great for SEAL Team Bravo. 4 against 3.5 members.
They don't need this round, though. It's important to remember with how things have shooken up. They can afford to lose this one, and then it's obviously comes down to a 3-3 and a must-win defensive round for SEAL Team Bravo. But with the objectives we had, I think they're going to get probably a Far East, which is pretty easy to defend. They could get Courtyard. They could get Plain Wing, but I guess there are a couple options, really. Quarantine has a few more spawns, but...
Yeah. I'm a little worried. I think, I don't know, SEAL Team might be taking a little too long once more to get into position. They still have to revive 4Q, and that there's a huge stretch of open that. Ooh, as I say that, Cool Breeze finds Trip in the burning building.
We've had some crazy aggressive moves come in from this rubble area today. Lots of quick bounding over walls for kills.
I'm
That's
impressed
huge.
that
To get burning building.
they didn't. Yeah, I mean, how did no one see him creeping up? Ah, but there it is. Sir Lucent found Seth as he was going for the revive on 4Q. He's probably going to bleed out, 45 seconds-ish from now. Cool Breeze is pretty much... Is he going to go for the revive? No, I think he's committed to the burning building stairs. And he finds Shenanigans with a headshot. My goodness.
Oh. Got a tag. This is a tough day to toss. Oh no, it backfires. He has to get back down into cover.
Oh.
Almost fragged himself there. Oh, misses the corner, finds the head. A nice little negotiation between Cool Breeze and Sir Lucian goes into the favor of SEAL Team Bravo, and now SMC, they may lose this map right here. It comes all down to Landon Jordan in a 1v2. Man, SEAL Team Bravo needs that coordination. Minute 15 on the clock. Ugh, so many things.
This is so stressful.
Hey, we're not even playing. Imagine what Landon's thinking right now. He just spotted Raz on the corner, looks for the refrag, can't find it. A minute left, so he's going to drop back into a safer position and try and defend. He has to worry about a corner cap also. There's a lot of things on Landon's mind right now.
I'm so nervous that my Apple Watch thought I was exercising. It's like, are you okay? Are you all right? Landon
left.
over here might find a shot on Raz. I don't know what Raz is doing. He does. He finds a nice headshot on Raz. Now it's just SEAL Team Bravo's 1 member against SMC's 1.5, but obviously
okay, here's some
no
deep cut
coming
info.
out.
Landon doesn't have his
my
pad,
goodness.
so he can't ID where his teammates are. He doesn't know he's the last one alive. Cool Breeze is going to push out in the streets. He misses on Landon. Landon looks for the repeat. The trade, and SEAL Team Bravo take the map.
Oh, man. I'm curious why I don't know if Lucent was calling out his positioning as he was pushing up or what, but it seemed like he was getting really aggressive there with very little punishment. But it does look like we're going to go into that map 3 decider. I'm super pumped for that. I'm impressed with SEAL Team Bravo able to come back on their map choice. For a minute, I was kind of worried that they were going to lose it.
Yeah, it really was looking like it was going to be SMC taking the series 4-2, but that cap from SEAL Team, or even 4-0, that cap from SEAL Team Bravo, and then for them to just, ride off that momentum, this might be a tough team for SMC to shut down going into map 3.
Well, it will be SMC's map pick for 3, so I hope that they pick a strong map for themselves. Maybe like, what's their most played maps? Maybe,
Again, we got to remind you of the bands, Downfall and Cargo.
Bazaar. Maybe a Bazaar play. They're 100% win rate right now on Bazaar. And I've personally played against SMC on Bazaar, and they're pretty darn strong on that map, so that might be a little scary. if you're still Team Bravo, that is.
This is honestly kind of interesting because I think right now SMC is debating. We still haven't gotten our map 3. They're trying to figure out where they need to go for this third map if they want to take it. They have Subway is an option too, or Suburbia is an option too. SMC's been looking good there. But do you want to take SEAL Team Bravo onto close quarters after? I don't know. They did well against them on Subway, so yeah. You probably want to try and keep it close. I guess they don't really have options to go long range except for Snow Peak.
Well, I mean, both teams right now are undefeated on Suburbia, so that would be quite an interesting map choice. And I think technically they're also both undefeated on Bazaar, so yeah. It's like, what do you pick?
Yeah, that's probably where all the debate's coming in from the SMC side. Oh, what do we choose?
Ooh, okay, I like this pick.
Yeah, they've been looking good on this map. One I honestly just completely forgot about. Tanker.
Yeah.
This is smart. This is smart on a lot of different levels. They've been looking good on Tanker as a team, SMC has. And they're picking a map that probably hasn't been practiced too much from a new team. You know, to invest your resources in practicing Tanker is a map that isn't really picked often in League. It's not something you'd really do as a newer squad. They obviously have players that are more veteran, that are experienced in Tanker, but if you have to explain a position to one person, that's a weak link in your chain.
Absolutely. And, you know, SMC have played this map, looks like twice, and they've won it both times. And SEAL Team Bravo have played it once and won it. So, SMC have won it once, played it twice. So, not enough data to really tell for sure either way, but it's maybe SMC have been practicing. I mean, they did so well on Subway that Tanker is almost a great, you know, it's close enough to Subway, right?
Yeah, I think they played this against G-Men and did pretty good. That's why I think I'm recollecting SMC not being too bad on Tanker, but I could be wrong on that. That's mixed up. Yeah, either way, this is an interesting one to take it to a best of 3. I don't think I've seen a Tanker third map decider.
Yeah, it's pretty rare. Usually it's an opening map or something.
The map decider is something that a team is a little bit more confident with, and Tanker historically has been a map that no team goes to as their go-to map. You know, it's more of a Bazaar, Quarantine, Downfall, or Cargo if you're going to go close quarters sort of operation. But
this is just basically Cargo with extra steps.
It is quite literally Cargo with extra steps. If you weren't around from the beginning, this map was based off of Cargo. Or Cargo, no, other way around. Cargo is based off of this map, which was then changed. I don't know.
Ah, okay.
It's a complex history. It don't matter. The round's starting. We're on Tanker. The series decider, SMC Tactical versus SEAL Team Bravo.
You know, with the constant defensive victories, this is probably a little concerning for SMC, but if they're really confident on this map, then they should have no problem trying to get a cap off at some point. There's some very cappable positions on this map, and that's what they need right now to save them.
We're seeing a bit of a safer SMC here, not necessarily a 6-minute push coming out on this upstairs objective, which has been a pretty common strategy for this one. That SMC kind of looking for picks out of SEAL Team Bravo, looking for any early aggression, and both teams are staying very disciplined.
Man, both SMC just keep overthrowing their grenades. That smoke flew overboard. So did that frag earlier.
What did that smoke?
Yeah, that's way over the objective. And they're gonna throw it. They're gonna throw it overboard or something. Oh, okay. They're just giving it back to him. Gonna play hot potato with the smoke grenade. Oh, Landon almost found a pick on Raz, but Captain Soda finds Stay Calm on the port side. Seth
One down, right
Bowden
side stairs.
goes down to Trip below deck on the starboard side.
Butch is coming in on objective. Soda's pad out. Landon's covering him. Cool Breeze goes down. Raz is here to defend. He finds Landon. The cap comes in from Soda. SMC.
There it is. Very capable objectives. That's why Tanker is so strong if you've been practicing.
You know, it's a smart move from SMC. They come in, they play it patient, right? They maybe throw off SEAL Team Bravo's timing. You see a few rotations come in that get caught by SMC, and then they just honestly, for the first time this series, and not to dig SMC, but I think that's really the first time that everybody has cinched together on the objective. I just feel like when they've gone for those objective approaches in this series, they haven't quite all been there. They haven't all been moving in at the same time. It's been close, not gonna be wrong, and obviously it's been enough to get them a map win on Subway, but I just feel like that's sort of been the missing element, and they put it together there and got themselves a cap.
I would love to see, after SMC defend this objective, I would love to see the objective be, center top deck, because that's also very easily capable OBJ. And if they could pull off 2 caps in a row, that'd be really impressive.
Yeah.
Especially against SEAL Team Bravo. They just looked completely unprepared for that.
They definitely, as soon as that Soda pick came out, they sort of lost their defensive setup there. And that's maybe an indicator that they don't have the strategies quite honed down to a T here. They don't have the rotations locked in case someone dies in order to kind of pack the hole in their defensive line. But either way, I'm sure a cap is definitely going to be on SEAL Team Bravo's mind for round number 2.
Hopefully SMC, are mindful of how easily capable this is. Like, I've seen it a few times where teams get a little cocky and they don't, they get capped on and the answer back.
Yeah, very possible, but considering it's the map decider, I would assume they'd be a little bit on point. Does look like a quick push from up top's going to come in here. Edna's getting real aggressive with an early push onto that pillar. See if Shenanigans is going to make an approach
Seth
from
Bowden's
downstairs.
going to find Landon. Edna refrags Seth, though. Looks like everyone that was pushing is now dead or below deck. Do I see someone below deck? No, I don't. Sorry.
Shenanigans
that was
down
just a
there.
reflection. Oh, he is. Oh, yeah, you. Oh, Edna finds Forky through the smoke. Just about.
Key position there from Edna, grabbing 2 picks on the cross towards objective. If she didn't find those, it was gonna be chaos for SMC, because those are 2 approachers right on your objective in smoke.
Yeah, that's what's so strong about tankers. You can hold those lines on the deck side and not have to worry about crossers too much, let alone getting flanked, because you are technically holding the only advantage.
Got Raz here on the backside. Probably going to be the key element to a SEAL Team Bravo maneuver if they do want to try and push objective.
Yeah, Stay Calm. Edna and Stay Calm are about to have a showdown here. Not much of a showdown, more like an ambush as Edna takes out Stay Calm. That's 3 kills for Edna in round 2.
Might find 4.
Cool
Cool
Breeze.
Breeze here doesn't get her, and he does. Finally, someone reacting off the noise from Edna.
Right? I feel like Edna's position was fairly predictable for a tanker. Captain Soda might find Cool Breeze here. Oh,
Wow, nice play from Cool Breeze, slamming prone, finding the shots underneath. True baby bun nip on the rotation, trying to find Cool Breeze. Another pick underneath. Shenanigans coming in here, and he gets a 3rd. He does.
Oh man. Hey, but at least it wasn't a cap,
And that's why they pushed like they did there, because they were trying to deny the cap, and they
That's
did.
right.
But SEAL Team
At
Bravo,
what cost?
they're not out of this. They ain't done.
Not out of the woods yet. Now it's the
prone.
wheelhouse.
The prone position under the crate door.
OP. He's more OP than a shield. Yeah, it's too bad getting your big toe shot off to the point where you die and bleed out on the deck. But to catch 3 people that way, wow.
Yeah.
You would think that one of them would go around the corner that 2 people didn't just die on. But like you said, they wanted to throw themselves at it because they were so afraid of a cap.
They're probably thinking those shots are coming from inside crate, which is cap position. And
Yeah.
so you got to sort of just charge to get
True.
that line of sight there. Could have gone around the other side. You know?
That's all I'm saying.
But,
Just go around the other side.
But it's not worth the risk, right? You're 2 up. You have room to breathe and make mistakes like that.
Huge play, though, from SEAL Team Bravo. They have an opportunity to tie things up as we hop into round number 3 of map 3, the series decider. Oh, and you know what? It hasn't even been my fault that I've left the overlay up. It's the button just not working sometimes. So I'm not going to take blame.
Oh.
I refuse. Not my fault, everybody.
I was having some problems like that the other day, not going to lie. I think it was my up deck was disconnecting or something.
Great. Now all the new casters making excuses for their overlay. Oh, we saw it. Okay, I know it. Yeah, now you all feel the pain. You all feel our pain when you leave that overlay up. It's not so easy.
It is not easy. It's a lot to manage. Casting is hard, folks. It really is.
Hard but fun. That's why we do it, because we like this
True.
action that we got to deliver to you right now. 5:30 on the clock. Round number 3.
3, sorry.
I know, math.
3. How to do maths.
We could teach elementary math over here at Onward.
Here's Trip again with the shield. I guess Trip has been practicing with the shield a lot or something. Ooh, bounces the grenade off the shield, but it wasn't enough to protect him because his big toe was exposed. Again with the big toe problem.
Landon is able to get that shield. He has that laser line of focus onto that doorway where Staying Calm is, and actually just propped it up. So now he's going to go 2-handed. Probably something that new players aren't even aware you can do. You take that shield, you can lean it up against walls, get yourself a nice little extra additional bit of coverage and a little window to peek out of.
You know, if it was up to me, I'd say Edna should use the shield because she's so tiny.
Yeah.
But she probably hates it. Shenanigans finds Stay Calm on the back of the boat, or sorry, in the doorway of the wheelhouse. Edna's pushing up now.
Really good rotation there from 4Q. As soon as the smokes came in on the doorway and that 1 kill came out, he knew he had to forfeit this position. If he stayed invested, he was going to die. Soda gets picked up by Raz. The push coming in. Shenanigans finds ones. Edna's on the corner. No rotations yet from SEAL Team.
You know, there's 2 pushing up the left side. They could cap from that room adjacent to the OBJ. Oh, but Coolbreeze sees it. Again, another shield death. I don't know what's going on with SMC, but they are just having the worst luck with the shield today.
Here on the corner, Raz checking pad at a terrible time, takes some shots. Edna is getting into a position where she could potentially throw out a cap. The wild 2v2. Lots of rotating. Raz going to come in. He might find the backside of Edna. He does. Shenanigans is going to come out here. He might be coming in for a cap on the corner.
Oh, man. He could...
Yeah, he could cap right here. Raz has to rotate. He has to check it, and he does. Shenanigans finds the kills. SMC up 3-1.
Woohoo! Man, this is getting close.
Yeah, this is a spicy series right now. The final map. A cap coming in from SMC, and now things not looking good for SEAL Team Bravo. You said that before, though.
I know, we keep beating our words in this series. One way or another. So I'm just going to hold my tongue, but I'm really impressed with SEAL Team Bravo's, you know, they're staying in there. I don't want to count them out just yet, even though it is match point for SMC.
A lot of pressure onto the backs of SEAL Team Bravo right now. Their undefeated record on the line. they lose this, SMC be the first to defeat them in their entire history as a team.
You know, I almost wonder if that buildup of that undefeated trajectory is playing against them, you know, mentally
Sure.
speaking.
You
You
know,
know, they have more to lose.
it's something we do see with some newer teams where they have a very good start, right? Because they don't belong in that tier of teams, right? And so they quickly move out, and if they go too quick out of the tier they should be in, they end up playing teams that are just a little bit out of their skill range. I'm not saying that that's the case here, obviously, because we're into a best of 3 and it's been a crazy back and forth. I think SEAL Team Bravo are doing an insane job of proving themselves right now
Absolutely.
to take a map and now take it to a best of 3 and even bounce back from a cap like that as a new team against this SMC squad. It's certainly impressive. We'll see now what SEAL Team Bravo does on their offensive round as we get into the series decider. What could be the series decider.
Some early communication coming out from Raz, just trying to lead his team. Whoa, that was a weird grenade.
I think, oh, that's why he threw it out there, because it was going to be an early nade. So he tossed it off to the side.
Trip finds Raz and Stay Calm.
Huge pick from Cool Breeze. Picks off Landon on the confirm, and he'll be able to grab 2 reses. A little trade over there. Actually, Soda able to find Seth and not get picked up himself, so we're into a 4v4.
Yeah, that is unfortunate with that early nade. Even though it was thrown overboard, I wonder what they're going to do. Grenade finds nobody. Oh, but Raz finds Trip.
Really nice angle there. Scoops up another pick. SMC down to 3. This approach from SEAL Team Bravo is the right one to make. They have the strong side on this left area right now. They don't have to challenge the defense like 4Q's trying to do with Edna.
I want to say I got one down onto the left. I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, that confused me for a second because Trip got the C4 downs, but it was someone else that threw it.
Landon threw it.
Yeah, so I wonder if that's what contributed to that early nade mishap.
Where are they coming from?
Something happened there.
Yeah, he was trying to give him the C4 and accidentally
Primed a
pulled
nade
the
or
spoon.
something.
Yeah. In his defense, he did throw it overboard.
Definitely see the concern with Edna on the rotations here when they're down to 3. Just to be certain of all the different angles. Has almost gets picked up.
She's doing a great job just making sure no one crosses that line of the ship. Although Captain Soda now just trying to use the windows to advantage. I don't see anyone from SEAL Team going below deck. It looks like they're all opting to stay above deck.
Yeah, the below deck exit at that objective is so hard to deal with.
It is. It's such a tight choke point that it's almost just a death zone guaranteed.
State Com's getting harassed in the real. Little peek into the personal life.
Ooh, Captain Soda getting brave on Stay Calm.
Stay Calm fumbled
Finds.
trying to pick up the nade there.
Yeah.
Soda able to scoop him up.
Oh,
Wow.
Raz and Edna traded.
Now, cool
Now it's a
Breeze,
2v1.
The last one alive for SEAL Team Bravo. The entire series on his shoulders. He's been a good job performing for SEAL Team Bravo. Look at his KD real quick as he rotates. 6-2.
Wow, that's impressive.
Definitely the one you want alive.
Yeah,
You know?
your main killer. Definitely want him up. This has got to be concerning for SMC because, you know, when you just have 2 defenders up, you only. Oh, Cool Breeze finds Captain Soda. Wow, that was a hell of a shot from down range.
It looked like he was going to rotate off of it, too. And he's like,
Yeah.
I'll hold it a little longer. And as he did, he found Soda. That's Onward in a nutshell, too, right? Do I hold the angle or not? And as soon as I don't hold it, there's somebody.
Yep. That's the only thing consistent about Onward, I'd say. You always look away at the worst moment.
Oh, Cool Breeze has information for the first time on where this attacker is. Oh, we can't find the kill on the shenanigans.
Wow.
SMC snag the 4th round of Map 3 and the series.
What a match. Holy cow. I was just about to say, you know, when you're only 1 defender up, it's frightening because there's so many rooms you could cap from, but
oh, you want to talk about kill leaders and the people to have alive? Shenanigans 7-1.
Wow. And Edna 6-3.
Yeah.
Raz 5-3 on Still Team Bravo, and Cool Breeze 7-3.
Wow. What an exciting series to drop into on a Friday night, Wookie. I mean,
no kidding.
I've said it each one of our casts. We got some good luck between the 2 of us or something, because they have always been a really great series to watch.
I wonder if they're going to replay that round because of that early nade issue. Let me check in with the captain of SMC.
They might be. That might not be it. Don't go yet, people.
Yeah, don't turn that TV off.
We might replay that 3-1 round. But we might not also. I don't have the full info. We're going to try and get it from you. I want to say you know what they're going to do? They're going to remake the lobby until they get to the objective, too.
Yeah.
So, that leaves us to kind of hang out and keep everybody else around and entertained.
Just when you thought it was over.
I'll blast a message in chat when I see that the round's ended, too, to tell them to don't leave. Still playing out this. I'll change the score, too, right now. So.
Yeah, you gotta let the people know. Keep them informed, right?
Yeah, I don't think we're... Can you confirm from one of the players? But I'm like...
Yeah, Trip just messaged me and he says on him. So it looks like they've got it.
Tell him that he forgot to make it.
Yeah. Again.
Yeah, it might be on him if he had been able to spectate. Now I gotta remake that one. Even though we got the right objective. Yeah, so we're going to have some tech difficulties here. I guess it gives us time to... I mean, that's weird. This is interesting, right? Because SMC has shown their hand in a sense. Sorry, STB, SEAL Team Bravo, has shown their hand in a sense on how they plan on approaching this upstairs objective, right? They're gonna
they've already played it.
They played the whole thing. They showed their entire strat.
Although I would argue that their strat was more a reaction to what SMC's defense was. So maybe they'll approach it, you know, just different enough that they haven't revealed all of their hand just yet. Trying to get us access into this lobby here.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get. That would probably be the worst case, right? If they were just so eager to get into the round that they.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. Like,
either.
There's a lot on their mind right now.
Do our job to blast them.
Yep, they're remaking it. Stand by, folks. Sorry about this.
Okay. Woo! Missile. Dodge. Sure, that would have got a lot of folks on edge.
Yeah, just oh man. So 3-1, just when you thought it was over.
Yeah, we keep delivering. Keep bringing you the action. One more round. That wasn't enough.
Just one more. All right, there we go.
Or do they have the right objective? They're all doing hosts.
Yeah, maybe both of them are.
Everyone, on a scale of 1 to 10, how's your day been? Drop it in chat. Hopefully it's all 10s. Hopefully there's 10 out of 10 right now. I don't know how you couldn't be 10 out of 10 because this series has been awesome to watch.
This has been an amazing Friday night Onward match, man. I hope all the folks tuning in have been on the edge of their seats, so to speak, because this is like, I was really looking forward to this series, and it has delivered through and through.
First time playing this game.
Right? Come on, guys. Looks like they're all joining on Landon, except for us, because they didn't make it caster friendly. It'd be nice if the host could just change options on the fly, but maybe that'd be too OP.
Yeah.
Just turn around the back of the tent, enable casters, but oh well.
I think we'll cut to a brief intermission while we let this hash out. Don't go anywhere. The series is not over. We have this, what could be the series deciding map or round to come, but just got to get the lobby in order, and then we should be able to hop into the round, figure out how this sucker's going to play out. we are back to the map number 3 series decider of SEAL Team Bravo versus SMC. SEAL Team Bravo on the offense, SMC on the defense. The current score for the third map, 3-1 in favor of SMC. It's all going to come down to SEAL Team Bravo getting essentially a redo for this final, what could be the final round. If they win this, we're probably going to have another tech pause as we have to remake again. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if SEAL Team Bravo can inch out ahead here. Dive into the action.
Early nade came out from Landon, but SEAL Team Bravo is ready for that offensive push, the starboard side of the ship.
Yeah, you know, as we talked about it a little bit, this is going to be weird because Landon got 3 kills. You know, he downed 2 on the corner with C4 last round. He tried to nade that same spot, but SEAL Team Bravo are playing it differently this time around. They're playing it slower. They're not getting up so aggressive.
Yeah, they're playing it much slower. So slow that Cool Breeze is on the ground, prone, waiting for a push from Landon.
Up the stairs. Have shield in hand. I thought he might based on how he was, but most forward next to Seth over there.
Yeah, this might be a detriment to SMC, like you were saying. Ooh. Edna was trying to shoot Seth Bowden, but couldn't quite make the shots through the, I don't know, the crates, whatever these boxes are.
Wow, Raz with a nice long pick onto Trip. Through the doorway, kicks it off for SMC into a SEAL Team Bravo, excuse me, to a 5v4.
Landon's ready for Cool Breeze if he comes running around this corner. Looks like Cool Breeze might think that it's safe-ish compared to last time. But Landon, I think he's ready for this.
Wait, approaching Cool Breeze. Seth able to find Soda.
Edna finding Stay Calm finally on the port side.
Yeah, Landon now really knows Cool Breeze is here after those comms coming in.
Uh-oh. Is he going to throw some utility at him, I wonder? Nope, he's just going to rush in and take him out.
Wow.
Landon finds Raz for the double kill.
Ooh.
Edna finds Seth Bowden.
Oh.
Now it's just down to 1 member of SEAL Team Bravo against 3 members of SMC. Not looking good for the very final map. You know, it's even worse because, oh, that grenade would have found Edna if she didn't read position. Landon is ready for 4Q, and just like that, SMC...
I heard
like
that
SMC.
a good 50 yards away.
I did too.
Landon with the celebratory cheer. The end score line is the same. That early nade did not play a factor into the round as it is decided. SMC take the series 4-1.
I was really hoping for
Yeah, we can keep going, right?
below deck push. Yeah, I wanted to keep going.
Yeah, let's get a little bonus onward is what it would have been, basically. But,
yeah,
Nope.
This is like as close to overtime as it gets, I suppose, in the world of Onward.
Yeah, really. Yeah, honestly. But we only deliver you 1 round of overtime this time around.
It was a nail biter.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. I wanted to see how that was going to play out, especially because SMC, their play was already revealed, and so was SEAL Team Bravo's. You know, so I was kind of hoping for something to be a little bit more mixed up that time, but they kind of went a similar path as the previous round.
I think that's going to be it for us here on the desk, however. I mean, we've been up here for a solid 2 hours plus now. And as exciting as it is, I'm going to give the voice a little break. Thank you so much for tuning in and catching this awesome match. Shout out to my co-caster Wookie for joining me. I'd be nothing without him. And thank you to everybody for tuning in. Shout out to our sponsors, ProTube VR and VR Cover. Always appreciate them sponsoring the league. We're in the works on some other stuff too, but, you know, not there yet. That'll be it from us here on the desk. My name's NightFiree with 2 E's. My co-caster Wookie just won.
Yeah, thanks for having me tonight, NightFiree. It was a good series.